White Clad, or White Hooded Cult, is the main antagonist, and these people work behind the scenes. After discovering that these White Hooded cultists are somehow involved in the human combustion pandemic, they are declared as the enemies of the Tokyo Empire. This cult serves under the god Evangelist, though the identity of this god and what is her motive have not been revealed yet. It looks like she's controlling every bad thing that happens in Fire Force. And I think I should give you a little spoiler. This cult is trying to set the world on fire to create a new star. Evangelist is like a star, or should we call her the bright light of the sun, because no one can see her directly, or if anyone tries to do so, their eyes will get burned. Due to this, her servants wear blindfolds to cover their eyes. Evangelist is not a human being. She came to Earth from an alternate dimension named Adola through a tear in space, which occurs after the happening of the Great Cataclysm. After coming to Earth, she hasn't aged in 250 years. And from that date, it seems she is the origin of most problems in the series of Fire Forces. And now, if we talk about what is the Great Cataclysm, it's an event that happened 250 years before and opens a door in space. And during this event, the whole world was exploding with flames of Adola. The continents were torn apart, and most of the land got burned, which leaves most parts of the planet uninhabitable. And in the current period, the White Cult follows a path to achieve their goal of recreating the Great Cataclysm. For creating the Great Cataclysm, Evangelist is trying to gather all of 8 pillars. The pillars are the pyrokinetic individuals who possess an Adola burst, which originated from the realm of Adola, also known as Hell. Or rather, should we say, it's being in possession of an Adola burst that makes someone a pillar. The true nature and full potential of Adola burst is not yet disclosed. However, it has been referred to as a pure and unsullied flame. When a member of 8 pillars joins Evangelist, one of her followers will be assigned as a guardian for the pillar. The guardian is chosen based on their strengths and weaknesses of their mutual pillars, which will help them to cooperate and create a better understanding for both partners to work efficiently. And as of now, 4 pillars have been recruited. Second pillar, Haomiya. Third pillar, the Commander. Fifth pillar, Inka Kazukatani. Seventh pillar, it is going to be a spoiler, so I'm not telling the name. Actually, the White Cult is an organization, and the actual size of this organization is unknown. But this organization is divided under separate divisions like Butchers, Great Cataclysm Execution Specialist Force, Knights of the Ashen Flame, Knights of the Purple Smoke. So the Butchers, these people are very strong and have abilities which help them to execute any assassination pretty easily. The division has some deadly assassins like Assault and Gold. The strongest of them is Dragon. This character is a total badass. You want to know why? He may be a mere human, but he's not less powerful than a real dragon. Imagine this man remains unhurt while his opponent slowly gains new injuries merely by being in his presence. He is a human, but he still has the ability to breathe fire, which then detonates into a large explosion upon reaching close to his enemies. He's got another ability called Dragon Scales, which certainly strengthens his body. Great Cataclysm Execution Specialist Force. There is not much revealed in relation to this special force yet. However, I think they will become the rivals of the Fire Force. As their name is Cataclysm Execution Specialist Force, they have some tough members as shown yet. One of them is Favory, who is super strong with ignition abilities to manipulate the masses, which can change the gravity around any object. Now, after seeing his abilities, I guess this special force will not be an easy enemy for any other division. Knights of the Ashen Flames. This division does work under White Clad, and Assault, who was once the powerful Butcher, is now assigned as a Knight of Ashen Flames. This unit is the first faction of the White Clad to appear in the series, and the main group to become a threat for the Fire Force under the command of the Commander. I think I'm not going to talk too much about commanders as I'll probably reveal some spoilers. So we should move further without talking too much about them. And the last one are the Knights of the Purple Smoke. This division of knights is easier to recognize them from other White Clad divisions because they usually wear a long robe with a long pointed hood which conceals their bodies and face. This division is under the leadership of Ritsu, who is assigned as the guardian or as a bodyguard of the fifth pillar. When I first saw her, she looked a very polite and a very calm person, but after seeing her ignition abilities, my opinion fully changed. She has the ignition ability Necro-Pyro, which allows her to create and control infernals. I think the members of White Cult have created a dress code to conceal their identity. These guys only wear white uniforms, with most featuring either the cross of the Sol God symbol or an icon of the sun. But they try to cover their faces in different ways, with things like masks, blindfolds, or even their long hairs. As we have already talked about the pillars and the commanders of divisions, this White Hood also has other members in its army. Karan. He is a martial artist who uses his ignition abilities of deadly explosions and his brutal martial arts skills to achieve his master goals. This guy's a real pain in the ass through the series due to his insane power. This is why he's assigned as the guardian of Haumea, the second pillar. This guy doesn't use any type of weapons but fights only with bare hands, cause he's really good at it. Just imagine Bruce Lee fighting with a deadly superpower. Arrow. She is the first introduced third-generation pyrokinetic, and these individuals, instead of becoming infernals, they awakened the ability to generate their own flames from their body or by help of any other object. Arrow has an ability to generate bows and arrows out of fire, which is more destructive than any bullet, missiles, or even a tank. Her arrows can easily penetrate any metal object and then act as an explosive. Arrow is introduced as a Knight of Ashen Flames and assigned as the guardian of third pillar. Orochi. She is the first Knight of Purple Smoke to appear in the series. She can create a whip of flames with her ignition ability. She can use it for both attacking and defending in fights. But in the end, she got blown away into small pieces after getting a nuke bomb from Juggernaut. There are more characters like the Killer, the Mole, the Turncoat, and many others, but I'll tell you more information about them. This can be a big spoiler for you. There is much more things remaining about this white hooded cult, but things have not been revealed yet about it. So we just have to wait till the story explains further about Evangelist, who is likely to hold all the mysteries related to White Clad, Adola Burst, and why she wants to create Earth as a burning star. Fire Force has released the first season with 24 episodes. The second season has 20 episodes and is still going on. Rumors about the third season are spreading, so let's just wait for this anime to reach its peak level. So guys, with this we have to end, and I hope now you've got a better understanding about White Clad and the peoples who are associated with this organization.